the Create mod has added a super handy new block called the Contraption Controls, and we're going to learn all about it today. This simple block will give you the ability to control all the different machines on your contraptions. And any kind of contraption will work, whether it's a gantry contraption, a train, even pistons. This little block will give you the ability to turn on and off any of the machines that you have on that contraption. These new contraptions can even be used with the new elevator block to be able to select any floor you want on an elevator with ease. The contraption controls could not be easier to use. They have this box in the middle, that's your filter slot, and if you right-click anywhere else on the machine, it toggles the power. Power's on, power's off, power's on, power's off. And if you put an accepted piece of machinery in the filter, it'll toggle that machinery on and off. For instance, if we take a mechanical mixer and right-click it, it doesn't work. The mixer doesn't have the ability to be turned on and off, whereas a block like the deployer actually does. And here you can see a quick little list of all the machines that do work with the filter. And here's how you craft these things: one electron tube, an andesite casing, and any button you choose. Now let's take a look at that new block in action. Here we have a contraption I made, nothing special, and it's on a gantry. And we have the different materials that the machine pieces would be interacting with. Now, as you can see, I've got one control with an empty filter. I've got 4 other ones that have filters that are the same as the machines on the contraption. Now, right now you can see the power's toggled off on all of these. So if I were to turn the contraption on, it would act normally. It would harvest the wheat, plow the ground, and farm up the wood and stone. But if I were to toggle this contraption on and power the contraption, we see nothing happens. The machines are just going right through the material like it's not even there. All of the filters are toggled on now. The filter controls all toggled on when I powered the machine because I had the empty filter toggled. So the empty controller is a great fail-safe to control all of your machines on your contraption at once. So now I've toggled it so that just the drill and the saw are turned off. So let's power it and see if it works. And yep, it sure is. The ground's being plowed, wheat's being harvested. You can see the dirt's turning back to grass right away. Also, the wheat's growing pretty quick. That's because I have the random tick speed turned up to help speed up the tutorial. And finally, I'm going to go ahead and turn them all off, turn the machine on, and let's see this thing really work. But that's not all. We can stand on this thing and say, I didn't want to harvest the wheat anymore while it's going. That's fine. I can click the filter and turn it off, and as you can see, the wheat stopped being harvested. These controls can be interacted with even if the contraption is in use. That is insanely handy. And one other important mechanic: if a contraption control gets a redstone pulse, it will power that contraption controller. So let's try it out. There we go, it's powered on. We can see the harvester isn't harvesting, and when it comes to a stop, the filter turns off again because it's no longer receiving a redstone input. So there you go, the new contraption controls. They're pretty simple, pretty easy to use now that you've seen them, huh? And I bet your minds are just spinning thinking of all the different things you can do with these little blocks in your contraptions. Simple yet powerful. But there's a lot of simple and powerful blocks in the Create mod. I even made a list of the top 5 of them right there. So check that video out if you want to see the most OP blocks in the Create mod. As for now, thanks for checking out my tutorial, and I'll see you next time.